Oh, he hasn't typed
here.
yet? I don't see him. Oh, I see him. Oh, he's coming in. Good. I'm going to boot him off stage. Oh, I can't. He's my drinking buddy. Damn it.
Hey.
There's always a tie with Sandman. I can't get rid of him. How you doing, buddy?
Good, you?
I'm doing actually pretty good.
Yeah.
GG. Chuck was here. I don't know where he's at. He's probably coming back. But
What's up, GG?
Hi, how are you been?
Good, you?
Good. This crazy father Truck's back. He's a
there he is.
Greek he's a Russian Orthodox priest.
Yeah, I know.
Now I'm hearing that crack a little bit more.
Are you there, Fletcher?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
You're doing
Here's Sandman. He's an Orthodox too.
Yeah.
He's an Orthodox. Get it right.
Yeah.
Am I breaking up again? Because I'm trying to hear it again.
It's
You sound good.
Okay. Once again, I hear this.
Well, Azho, do you have
Oh wait, my settings. Hold on.
Do you have YouTube going at the same time?
I don't have. I've got the channel open, but I got it on mute. Should I just go ahead and shut it?
Well, yeah, because that's what's breaking you up. I don't know why it's not.
It's never done that before, but I'll try it. Let's see. Adjust automatically. Oh wait, renews background noise. Is that what I need? Let me see. Improves audio clarity by minimizing background noise. Echo cancellation. Well, that won't do it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sandman, this is the one and only Father Truck.
Yeah.
He used to do shows like the Jesus Forum and Christian Roundtable on here and stuff. He talked about a lot of stuff like a lot of Orthodox stuff and stuff. Like he would talk about
DJ, thanks for all the accolades, but I should be honest with Sandman. I left the priesthood a year ago.
You did?
Yep.
Well, why?
Well, that's my personal reasons.
Oh,
that's what I say. That Gigi, with something like that, at the very least, I would ask him in the background if Chuck wants to talk about it, if he does. And I'm not coming down on you, Gigi, at all.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, you're good. That's just something private, you know.
Oh, sorry about that, Father Chuck.
It's kind of like, we don't talk about Sandman being a cross-dressing Satanist in public because, it's kind of sensitive.
Oh, sorry about that, Father Chuck, but
nothing to be sorry about. I thought you knew, Gigi. I thought I told you.
I didn't know. Sorry about that, but you always be Father Chuck to me. I always see you as Father Chuck.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's not where you're at that makes a person. It's what you do, and I'll call up Chuck, and Father Chuck anytime, and not even feel bad about it. I mean, the father part. I just respect him that much.
Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, that does happen. I mean, people choose. They can choose to step back, it happens. It's not the first time.
Right, and he's got his whole life in front of him, Gigi. I mean, he can. Whether he decides to come back or not, that's his things, but it doesn't change who he is. He's still our little upchuck.
But can I still call you Father Charles?
If you want to. Well, according to the church, I'm a priest forever, so.
There you go.
Or not, so. Whatever makes you comfortable, GJ.
Oh, thank you. I always see you as Father Chunks. Oh, yeah, Sandman, are you going to become a priest too?
Well, now it looks like I might have to fill in, Gonna have to do something here.
That's the best answer today I've heard. Well, since Chuck sucks, I might as well do it. 2025, Sandman. Quote.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Wow.
I'm surprised Clay didn't
So
come
what
in.
words of wisdom do you have to offer us today, Sandman?
No, it's Father Sandman. Get it right.
Oh
We
yeah.
we were talking about the assassination of Charlie Kirk, but if you have any words of wisdom, please offer them.
Are you there, Simon? Oh,
I
you're
think
muted, Simon.
I think he's praying.
No, he's asking God, please don't make me be a father. It ruined Chuck. I don't want to be like that.
Chuck, come back.
It made him old. Father Chuck is only 32 years old, but he looks like he's 74.
Mm.
Wow. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back.
He's putting on
Yeah.
his fish helmet or hat or whatever it is that the Orthodox priests wear.
What do you think? Oh yeah, fire truck. I made a Greek Orthodox priest pike and a regular priest pike. Also made him a Amish pike.
Mhm.
What else I made him? All kinds of pikes.
Mm-hmm.
We remember that part. Mr. Salmon.
Yeah, I remember. It was funny.
Yeah. Yeah. How you been? How's everything?
Well, I have a quick question for Sandman. Is that your real voice, or is that through some kind of voice manipulation?
No, no, it's my real voice.
It's his OnlyFans voice. Get it right.
It's no. So what I'm running my
It's his
mic
moneymaker.
through, what I'm running my mic through is a program called I'll tell you in a sec. Keep forgetting the name of it. So it's called Voice Meter. So basically, you adjust the bass and the tremble, kind of like an equalizer, but it doesn't really change your voice. So just like, for example, if a singer goes up on stage, they got the mics running through, equalizers and mixers, and what they do is they enhance all, the highs, the lows, whatever it is. But it's the same voice.
Oh. Where did fire truck go?
He's here.
Yeah, I told him to get out and stay out, even though it's his own channel. And stay out.
Oh, Salmon.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yesterday was crazy. Daniel and Carter Pike talked. It was crazy.
Well, one good thing about yesterday is that for a long time I've been asking Christian Pike what his position is, what type, what does he believe in, and we would get a lot of like distorted answers. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, but not really, pinpointing what kind of faith he follows. So he's definitely sola scriptura, Bible only, and yeah, he believes whatever he hears and he believes to be true is true. So basically, he has no, it's just each man for himself, right? Pick up the Bible, read a few passages, interpret them the way you want. You believe it, you don't believe it. From also, let's say, if you study Calvinism or Baptism, Baptist, whatever, and then adopt a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So I didn't know that, and we kind of concluded this.
Oh.
Right.
No.
Which means, that you also interpret it the way you want.
Actually, I found out he's becoming a pastor of a church.
Yeah,
Like,
that doesn't matter. I mean,
yeah. Oh, oh, yeah.
I mean, I could be a
Yeah,
pastor,
that's
right?
great.
According to him, I could be a pastor.
You make a good pass.
Well, according to my ex-wife, I make a good bastard. Is that about the same thing? I guess not. Sorry.
I don't know, Azho. I talked to
That's
your wife. She said you're a total good for nothing.
Exactly. That's my good point. You should see the bad things she says about me.
oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's great. I clipped that part right there because that was pretty interesting talk they had last night. You guys had.
What part did you clip? The part that we were talking?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it was very interesting. What do you think of that, uh, Teddy? That crazy? That's pretty good talk they have, I think.
Yeah.
Well, Azho took off at some point.
Yeah.
Last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had to let the dogs out, and to make sure Mom was taking care of it in bed, and
Oh, that's good. Oh,
yeah, I didn't. I
you
don't
all
think
right?
we're gonna be able for that long, and then it just like I was so wore out, I just had to run the store for her, then come home and went to bed about 11:30, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Who had a talk, Brother Pike and Mr. Sandman?
Yeah, him and Daniel had a talk with Berta Pike last night.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, last time. I thought you were talking about last night, Gigi. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, last night. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually had fun last night. That was
Yeah.
did Ron Wyatt of all things, but I
Well,
learned things
that's what
getting ready.
else your ex-wife said, Azho. We never had fun.
Oh, I've always got an extra 10, 15 seconds for sex. You just didn't like that idea.
Oh,
That's funny.
yeah, that was crazy last night. Yeah, yeah. I think I remember Berta Pike talking about that before. That he goes with any. He talked about he finds out what's find out about different stuff and stuff like. Yeah, what do you think?
Well, I think at the end we were talking about prophets and whether or not, and we have to make a distinction between Old Testament prophets and what we call prophets in the New Testament. Prophetic words coming straight from God is one form of receiving prophecy that we do not have in the New Testament. You know what I mean? Like we don't have that kind of prophecies coming down to you, just like it was in the Old Testament, right?
That's right.
So you can call him a prophet, but let's call him someone who spreads the word, an elder who teaches the truth and gives guidance. You can call him a prophet if you want. I mean, we have bishops, presbyters to do that.
Well, here's a question for actually all three of you, since you're all theists from just from an atheist standpoint. But do you think prophecy is for today, or has it pretty much all been revealed, and we just have to sit back and see how it works its way out from a Christian standpoint of view, of course? If that made any sense, what I said or asked.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we have we have prophecy. You mean just to say that if there's something that we don't have, that might come
Well, no,
about?
like say like you go to church and they say, hey, sister, Guga Gaga Guga just prophesized, and brother Eli, interpreted it. At least according to what the Bible, says. Basically like Pentecostals, they think prophecy is still, today, obviously the SDAs, especially with Ellen White and all that. But I didn't know if any of you felt that either
Well,
prophecy has ended and everything's been revealed, or if there's more to come.
well, Mr. Sandman, if I may interject here, I think Azzo's pulling right now from the Book of Acts.
Okay.
Acts. Ooh, no, we don't like acts. I'm actless.
Mm-hmm.
But did Paul prophesied in Acts? Then is what you're saying, or you're just making fun of me because I'm illiterate?
No, I think you're pulling mostly from the Book of Acts, where They could speak with tongues. Some prophesied.
Oh yeah, the verses. Yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about
Yeah, that's what I
because
was.
I mean I was specifically thinking like even of Revelations, but it's already been written down and it's there, and I'm sure everybody's going to interpret the way they want. But I'm talking about like new Revelation, like say like even say Ellen White or God, who's some of the other idiot the recent ones that are like, oh, God came to me and told me there's going to be a storm tomorrow. Like Katie Kirk. Oh, that
Katie Kirk. Yeah, she's a prophetess.
yeah, she's nutsiest. I mean, sorry, but I hope none of you follow her because her and her cane that can hold back hurricanes and her pink hair at 190 years old.
I'll let Mr. Sandman answer your question.
He's calling Daniel right now and asking him what the right answer is.
Yeah, hold on.
Or are you calling Pike?
No. So going back to what Father Chuck was saying, you must be referring to, and I think he said in Acts, obviously, 2:16 to 18, 2:16 and 18.
Is that where the gifts of the Holy Spirit are listed? I'm guessing.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I've read them before, but I can't right off the top of my head. I can't remember Why would you do it this way? This should tell me.
Right. And so your sons and daughters will prophesy? You mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up right now to see. Let me see. 1 Corinthians 12. Religious spiritual gifts. Now, about the gifts of the Spirit, brothers and sisters, I do want you to be informed. You know that when you were pagan, somehow or other, you were influenced and led astray to mute idols. Therefore, I want you to know that one who is speaking by the Spirit of God says, Jesus speak her. Okay, wait, this might be it. Let me just open it up. No, but it's concerning spiritual gifts. Oh, the full chapter.
Yeah.
Prophecy. Well, and the reason I ask is because, like, I mean, just because you were talking about that, but I've always wondered because you've got people looking at, especially Revelations or something that's pretty vague and saying, "Oh, look, the Bible prophesies about Donald Trump, or the Bible prophesied about Obama." There you go, or anybody.
Mhm.
I just don't see these individuals being so important, in the grand scheme of things, that there would be any prophecies about him. But I mean, that's just my carnal mind thinking. But there could be prophecies or people believing there is, other than like say the extremists or the Pentecostals even, because I mean they're really still into modern day prophecies.
Right. When we say prophecies, like let's say like we're bringing on a prophecy, something that doesn't adhere to what we have today,
Right.
right? Like if you look at the Old Testament, what they were prophesying is stuff that never happened. New stuff, right? The coming of Christ, the crucifixion,
Yeah,
all kinds of things, right? Now, so we have to separate what you're referring to as prophecy, and if you're talking about new prophecy versus having a prophetic vision, like some of our monastics have, because they're very holy men,
right?
And they had and again, nothing they said was out of what we already have.
Right, exactly. And that's what I'm just thinking now, because I think I answered my own question in my head. So it's like, and I might be jumping ahead of what you're trying to say or thinking what you're going to say, but in my mind right now, I just clicked that anything that would contradiction, say, like for me, I don't see many prophecies, obviously, as an atheist, and I don't want to argue whether there are or aren't, because I like the topic itself just for discussion. But
Right.
Really, if anything new, quote unquote new, would contradict anything that's already been prophesied or said in the Bible, then that would be basically a false prophecy, because it's contradicting what we already know. And that's kind of like what I was asking, if there'd be anything new, nothing specific.
Right.
But
that would be Muhammad, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah. I mean, anything Muhammad say, I would say yes, was a contradiction compared to Christianity. Whereas, obviously the Muslims are going to say just the opposite with, like the Bible. The Bible's, it is correct as long as it's translated right, is their mentality. To give them that out. Oh yeah, that's not, translated properly, so that's that's an English or a Christian invention, sort of thing. But so really, to answer my own question, I'm if it contradicts anything we already know or that's established, chances are it's not new prophecy. It's just something somebody's saying, correct? Kind of like Ellen G. White. I can't think of more prophets than that right now.
Joseph Smith.
Yeah, he did prophesy too. Yeah, I think, buddy. I mean, Jehovah's Witnesses, obviously, but they don't claim to be, prophets. They claim, they claim to, which is it's double speak, but they claim to be the mouthpiece of God, because they used to have that banner that God's Spirit directed organization. Well, when you talk to them about, this is part of the reason I walked away and didn't become one, among a lot of other reasons, but when you talk to them about prophecies, they don't see it as a bad thing. It's like, oh, no, they admitted they were wrong. I mean, of course, the test of prophecy is simply if it comes to true or not when they speak in God's name. But, like I said, they have this spirit directed organization on there, but they don't understand that can be translated, or not even translated, defined as inspired. And that's what they say. Oh no, we're spirit directed, but we're not inspired. So what's the difference? Have you ever seen a non-inspired prophet?
It's called rigmarole. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's why I said, with prophecy, I usually shut my mind off to because of my JW experience and the excuses. But now I'm kind of like more open to talk about it because there's different views, the different
Well, prophet means to speak the word of God. Prophecy means the word of God is
right. Yeah, definitely. I know just because somebody's a prophet doesn't mean they prophesize, but there are those that say prophets are prophesizing, hence the name. But there's so much more to it, and I realize that.
It's called semantics. Yeah.
Right. And I'm just trying to be simplistic, really, because it's not a big, deep conversation for me, but just like some of the questions you asked, Chuck, I'm sure there's no purpose necessarily behind it, and sometimes there is. I ask a lot of questions just for knowledge for me and just to see where somebody's coming from.
Right. So you got a new Bible apparently?
Me?
Yeah.
I got lots of new Bibles. Well, that's not a lot. I got about 4 or 5, but they're all older. They're like reprints. I got the 1611 KJV reprint. I'm not a KJV only person, but I'm glad I got it because it wasn't really that expensive, and just the beauty of it. I mean, I just wanted to see it for myself and have it. Can't read most of it, to be honest. But then I just got the Tinsdale 1526 reprint. I just got a 4. If I can find it. Oh, it's right here next to me. Duh. It's a 4 gospel. Parallel? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to pick it up so I can tell you exactly which ones. But it's the 4 gospels, each in 4 historic translations. I've got the Tinsdale 1526, the Great Bible of 1539, the Bishop's Bible 1568, and another King James 1611. It just happens to be in here, where you could actually read them, side by side.
Well,
this one costs me some money, but
I'll tell you a good translation that you don't have, the Daily Reigns.
I have it, and I've got the Orthodox Study Bible. I've got the what is it? The Catholic,
the Greek Orthodox Study Bible, the Old Testament's the Greek Septuagint, and
that's the next thing I'm looking at getting is a good Septuagint. Not,
and then
I went to buy one, and I didn't realize there were so many of them, and that there are inferior ones. So I want to make sure I get one that's
The New Testament with the Greek Orthodox is New King James Version, New Testament. So
Yeah, I knew the Orthodox were screwed up with that King James crap. No, I didn't. No, I don't mind somebody that's.
They have the New King James now.
Yeah, they do. And KJ people still fight over, or the diehard 1611, because they're still under the assumption they're using the 1611 and they're not.
I should
not
have
even close to it.
Said, "How are thou doing today?"
Yeah. Well, the KJV was outdated when it was released, in 1611. So now it's even worse.
And
but
you know where the KJV got most of their translation from?
From the Tinsdale.
Dewey Reams.
Right. Yeah. The thing about it is they all tie in together because the Bishops is a lot like the Tinsdale. Matter of fact, the KJV translators in spots in the Greek when they didn't have any manuscripts used the Latin Vulgate, to
which is the Dewey Reams.
Right. No, yeah, I know. That's why I said
referring back to that, buddy.
Right. But as I said, that's why they all tie together. If you talk to somebody that doesn't really know much about it and you say the Dewey Reams, they're going to argue with you. No, I'm talking about the, whatever it might be, the Septuagint or yada, yada,
right.
yada.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Yeah. So I keep forgetting you're educated, on this, and most people aren't. I'm used to like grace mods.
Yeah, you want to see some ignorant people? Go over to Proverbs, guys.
Yeah. Close your ears, Gigi, and that's to make it worse. Mod will probably be there to make it better. Anyway. I ain't never read the Bible, but I know what it says.
the Lord spoke to me last Friday as I was finishing my chitlins and whatever.
I know the King James is God's word because Dog Man told me. Get out of here with your fucking crazy shit. Although she's not talking to me anymore. But anyway. Crazy people.
She's saying, man, I'm free to speak my mind now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But of all the Bibles you got, the Orthodox Greek Study Bible is really the best one.
Yeah, no, you know what? I got to say this, and I'm being serious. The Orthodox Study Bible is one of the best Bibles I've ever seen, and I mean that. Yeah,
the one.
No, I'm not being partial no more. So, anyway.
The one thing I did like about that, there is a lot of information in there. I mean, not just scripture. It's got, commentary, and it's actually a beautiful Bible.
Yeah. Actually, their commentary is one of the highlights of the Bible.
Right. That's what I said. That's what I like about it.
I know I'm going to sound biased, and maybe I am, but when they go through the chapters and give their commentary, I'm sorry, they're right on. About, I'd say 90, at least 90%. I'd say as high as 95%.
Right. Yeah, that's what I like. I mean, when I buy a new Bible, unless I just want the translation itself to have it on the shelf, I buy a lot of them for commentaries. I've got the Catholic Study Bible, so I can, I compare it to Orthodoxy or Baptist or things like that on their rendering and understanding of it. It's kind of neat, even though I don't believe in all this stuff. That I just like theology. I mean, it's weird. I know I'm an atheist, and it's a hobby of mine.
Mm-hmm. But it's the complete Bible, the Bible that they've been using since it was compiled.
No, sorry. The Bible that Jesus read was the King James Version.
I didn't know that. Thanks for that.
That's why Paul and Jesus don't quite agree on everything. For some reason, Paul used the Jehovah's Witness New World Translation. No, I'm kidding.
No, Sandman's saying they brought all the manuscripts in, and I would agree with him again. Again, I know I'm probably biased, but yeah, that's what makes the Orthodox Study Bible beautiful, Sandman. You're correct.
Well, and it's actually used some of the oldest manuscripts that we've got or know about.
Well,
to boot. Whereas the King James, they had to make manuscripts just to do the translation, even though they was it the Tinsdale, but they pretty much plagiarized about 80% of it word for word.
Yeah.
Does that make the Tinsdale Bible 80% God's word?
yeah, kind of, and the King James too, because if you exclude the deuterocanonical books, which were used up until 1,000 years,
Right.
you don't have the complete canon of Scripture.
Right.
Therefore, if we're going to talk about the Bible, you have to start off with the right canon of Scripture.
Right. And that's when I was looking for my reprint, I made sure that it had the preface, the some that I use a lot, and also the Apocrypha. Why would I want half of an original book when the original did contain the Apocrypha?
Yeah. Now I know why you got all those Bibles. So that way, when you get into chats with different denominations, you pull out the right Bible.
Oh no, I use my go-to.
Hey, Sandman, Azho is no fool.
That's what I just realized. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, I'm getting ready to debate some Krishnas. Let me go get their Bible. I got it right here.
What about Hare Krishna? Hare Krishna. Well, fire truck in UK, I saw Hare Krishna there.
Did you at the airport?
No, it wasn't at the airport. It was in London. That was crazy.
Really? Yeah, usually they're in the airports.
Yeah.
Selling all flowers or whatever they do now. I haven't seen one forever, but yeah.
It was weird. They were bald and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah.
I think Hare Krishnas are all part of the alphabet community because they're wearing dresses.
And Azho wasn't in that group, GG?
Nope, I got too much hair. I got disqualified. To be a Hare Krishna, you got to have cancer and be bald.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was in UK. Sam, is it true you're going to become a priest?
Well, here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
So, talk about prophecies, prophetic visions. My mom had went to Greece and spoke to somebody who had these visions, and said, "Show me a picture of your kids." And so she did. And she goes, "Oh." She goes, "Yeah, your son will become a priest one day." So I'm like, I don't see that happening.
Well, now that I think of it, the doctor when I was born said this guy's going to be an asshole. It turned out to be true.
So, I mean, was that really
Pike, Carpo,
true vision of some sort, or I don't know. How does it work in the priesthood? You bring in anyone at any age, or you have to have a certain way, a certain. I don't see myself as
Azho, I was ordained when I was 38 years old.
Yeah, 38.
Now I had a college education. I was married, and I applied to be a priest in the Orthodox Church. I had become Orthodox, obviously.
Right.
And a couple of years later, I applied, and they accepted me. And I had to, of course, I had the college background. I had to do the theological seminary at St.
Right.
And
that's where they lose a lot of people in seminary. It seems
anyway, if you're in your early 30s or even mid 30s, yeah, you could still become a priest.
Well, yeah. To me, if to have a kid say, "Oh, you're going to be a priest," especially, I don't know what the age of accountability is in Orthodoxy, but at least let the kid be smart enough to, or have a knowledge enough to know what he may or may not want.
Anyway, you'd have to talk to your pastor, Sandman. You better.
I better talk to mine.
I understand you're from Canada, so you'd have to talk to them up there.
Yeah, and that's like 100. He's got to take the Huskies 100 miles through the snow to get to his church on a sled.
They'll probably put me somewhere, in the boondocks. Say, well, we don't have a church up here. You go there.
Or he's pissed somebody off. He's going to Siberia.
Yeah.
No, I put in for Hawaii, not here.
Hmm. But I mean, I don't know. That calling is. I mean, you would feel it, right? At some point,
Yeah, I felt it at
you
one
felt
point.
it. Yeah, exactly. You felt it. I've never even had like a remote feeling of ever or thought of becoming, an elder. Um, joining the priesthood. Never had any thoughts about it. That's why I said, do you think it can come later? Like what, in my 60s? Like, I don't know.
I think 60s be a little too late for priesthood, but you could probably be a deacon.
Yeah,
But
deacon, yeah, probably. Yeah,
Uh, wait a minute.
I don't personally see that.
You're, did you say you're 60? You sound 20.
What's that?
Uh, but I thought you were 30. Are you 30? I thought you were 30.
Oh, I'm close to 50.
Wow, you sound 30.
Yeah, I might sound 30.
well, heck, I sound 14, didn't I, GG?
I was about to say
Not
that.
only do you
Maybe
sound
18,
14, you sound like a girl.
19. But, yeah,
I guess,
guess it's really hard to tell by the voice.
Uh, I always thought you were 30.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
Sam, anyway, there should be plenty of time for you to become a deacon if you're
Yeah,
feeling
I'm not feeling anything about,
okay.
joining the. I don't even feel worthy enough to.
Oh, I didn't feel worthy, that's for sure, but I felt like it was something I had to do. And now this is going to sound self-serving, but I gave up at that time, and I paid my own way through seminary. And anyway,
Right. Yeah.
oh, I've got a video to watch. Gangster Ghost, Azho Teddy Bear, and Ortho Bros Unfiltered. I'll have to relive that one, DG. Trying to see. Okay.
But like you said, I think it's a calling. You feel it, right? So I'm not feeling anything.
well, I can only tell you what
That's what
happened.
my ex-wife said. Damn it.
No?
No.
You're doing something wrong.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely what Azzo's ex-wife said. Honey, I'm sorry, we're done. I ain't feeling nothing. And I
Well, I
haven't
told
for
her.
some, and I
I said,
haven't for
honey.
some time.
I told her. I said, honey, this is on a honeymoon night. I said, I'm going to tell you the same thing they tell me at the doctor's office. I said, us having sex is kind of like me going in to get a shot. The nurse always says you're gonna feel a little prick. Sorry, Zedin. I know you don't like that. Sorry. I thought he was gone.
Repent, repent.
I can't. I already said it. It's out there.
Mm.
I'm going to YouTube jail.
That's crazy. So you're having a stream tonight, Gigi?
So Gigi's probably working on videos.
Yeah, it's going to be about Charles Kirk. It's
Yeah. We're gonna.
What time you having it, GG?
later on, probably around maybe 5 or 7.
Yeah.
Where was that
But you're welcome to use my StreamYard if you want.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Father Charles.
No problem.
You got Zealot in the house?
Yeah, he's in the crew drove. He's in the comments.
Well,
Yeah.
he's from Boston. He didn't understand that joke anyway.
Yeah. I think Zidane, I think he's the son of the mayor in Boston.
Could
You
be.
have to get that. You have to know the mayor of Boston.
I do. He's in side chat right now. Zedin is the mayor of Boston.
Mm.
Oh, he would make a good mayor. a Boston.
His mother sure don't. So maybe he would.
Well,
I don't know. I'm speaking in rhymes, Gigi.
oh,
See, if he's the mayor of Boston, they're going to do away with a lot of crime because he's going to make all of the offenders read the Bible.
Right.
and put up
Rhymes,
in the,
Gigi.
It'll do more good than them sitting in jail. I mean, that's what my point is. You don't
Rhymes,
rehabilitate in prison.
Rhymes, Gigi. Like when Azho was born, the
yeah.
doctor slapped his mother instead of him.
Oh no.
No,
Oh,
that's not quite true. When I was born, they fixed my mom so she couldn't have any more of me. No, I had a brother and sister after, but
Oh. Oh. What do you think, Sammy?
yeah. Well, I'm thinking about what you're going to be talking about tonight. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you talking about tonight?
Charles Kirk.
Cool.
What happened to him and stuff.
Yeah.
It's sad.
yeah. Yeah, it's
It's
sad when
sad.
ideologies, clash to the point you have to off somebody. That's just stupid. And what's even sadder, that if they were trying to shut him up, they probably just turned him into a martyr anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, if I was president, I'd probably sign an executive order just for this execution. We're gonna torture him first, then we'll finally kill him.
Yeah.
I thought the shooter was killed.
I
No.
think they got him.
They got
I'm just going by what because last night when I was going to bed, I
nah.
stopped to say goodnight to a
He's
buddy, and they were
custody.
talking about that he had a knife and they shot him, or I don't know.
No, he's 22. He's in custody.
Oh,
His,
so they
fa-
did
his, fa- his father turned him
turn him
in.
in. Yeah, I saw that headlines, but I didn't know that they had him.
Unless more's transpired since I've been on this stream, but
It probably hasn't because this is last night. So if you didn't hear it by now, then yeah, they're full of shit.
And then I like how Trump let this be known on Fox and Friends this morning, just to stick it to the rest of the media that Fox and Friends got the first information.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Trump goes, well, I don't want no one to get sued, but I'm pretty certain that he's in custody right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to look and see.
He stuck it to the left-wing media. Yeah, he did. Fox and Friends will be first.
Oh yeah, that makes the left head explode.
Yeah.
I try to avoid all of it, but okay. Let me see what the mail got. Don't need that. Okay, here we go. New deal details on Kirk's shootings. Suspect emerged after family member turns him in. Tyler Robinson must be alive then. Oh yeah, it has to be. He's got a mugshot. How Tyler Robinson became the key suspect in Charlie Kirk's shooting. Dumb left people. Dumb. What did Carp run away because he couldn't handle the greatness of me?
Yeah.
Well, working alive. Doesn't the Bible say not to lie, Pike? He worked. He's working.
Oh boy, here comes trouble.
I'm not here to bring trouble. Not today.
Damn it! Go away.
I'm not taking trouble today. Trust me. Now I was kidding with you, buddy.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Hey, it's good to see you for the truck, right?
Right.
You know, it's weird because like Charlie Kirk was like the one guy who was trying to make this bridge between like the left and the right,
Exactly.
and it goes to the left and burns down that bridge. And it's funny because like
place is going to be worse, guaranteed.
yeah, because like me as a as a far right winger, like I would never like try to like rescue the left because he's out there trying to like convince people on the left like, hey, this is a better way of life to be a Christian. You know, look at the what good it's done for my life. He's trying to bring them towards that direction.
Right. Well, that's one thing I can say about him as an atheist. At least he tried to open up a channel of communication.
Yeah,
dialogue anyway.
And so in a way, he's sort of like the shepherd looking for the lost sheep. But you know, as they did to Jesus, here goes the Pharisees of the left, and they crucify him.
Well, what's worse is that how many people think it was all right to do that. You know, that's what pisses me off, and it makes me embarrassed to be an atheist right now.
Yeah, it is like the Pharisees, you know, like back then, like when they crucified Jesus, they were like shouting, crucify him, gladly, you know, chanting.
Yeah. Let's kill somebody for thought crimes that aren't even crimes. You know, you're allowed to. But isn't that free speech? But I guess he wasn't entitled to that, so somebody took it from him.
Yeah, because I was like over there at Lupin's, and we had one of the crazy loony left stop by in the comment section, and we asked him the question like, what did this person say that it was so like wrong that he deserved this? Like nothing. Right. The world's just cold.
Yeah, I mean it's all thought crimes, literally, because he didn't do anything. He picked up a microphone, but I mean, you know, of course, his actions were all horrible.
Yeah, he couldn't even say this guy was like associated to like the, you know, he's part of the military. He was, you know, part responsible for like the deaths in Palestine.
Right.
He can't even say that.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, when he got shot, he was having, you know, a civil conversation. Again, you know, it wasn't like he was yelling, screaming, bitching, and moaning. So obviously, this guy, you know, had this plan for a while, but you know, that's just sad. And I have yet to find out. I don't know if did anybody else hear whether or not his daughter was there? Because I read somewhere that his daughter was there.
Yeah, I heard she was.
Yeah, which is even, you know, sicker in my opinion. You know, somebody's like, well, she probably wasn't watching. You know, how do you think she's going to feel when she gets older and understand a little bit better to say, oh, I was there and I did see my daddy get shot, or I was there the day he got shot. Not that, you know, the other one, if he, you know, it was, I think it was a boy, you know, was at home was any better. He still lost his father, but you know, that's added trauma to the daughter possibly. And no one cares about that. It's just the fact, oh, they got rid of him. Yay.
And it's just like, they think of killing the messenger, like Lupin said, that like killing the messenger will somehow kill the message. Like that's not how it works.
Like I said, he'll be replaced by somebody else or more people. And they did, to me, and in my opinion, it's going to end up being the opposite of what the person wanted, because they pretty much turned him into a martyr. You know, and I'd have to agree with that. I mean, because I didn't like the guy per se, or a lot of what he said, but I respected, you know, his approach.
Yeah, and
I didn't want to get killed. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think allegedly over there, TJ Kirk. I heard this from Brett Keane that like there, you know, TJ Kirk was also celebrating and said like, "Oh, the left isn't crazy. Like you are freaking crazy for this, especially the celebrating part."
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's awful. Well, that's what I keep falling back even to you can, you know, ask Gigi how many times I bitch and moan about the left thinking it's okay to shoot like a CEO just because they disagree with them. You know, over money. You're going to kill somebody over, you know, money with a guy that doesn't even set the prices, or you know,
and the whole
so you're going to shoot him and it's okay, and they think it's okay.
Yeah, and the whole reason.
Oh, you know, they're burning down rich people's homes. It doesn't matter, which it's not. It's all mom and pop stores, but so people have money, they deserve to have it stolen and their lives upended and possibly even offed because they've got something you don't have.
It's jealousy and envy. Because the whole reason,
get a job, get a better paying job. Simple.
Yeah. The whole reason Luigi did that was like, I can't get my boner up, and this CEO owes me a dick replacement. Like, shut
up. Exactly. You know, it's you know, I mean, that guy obviously had mental illness, but to me, everybody that cheered it on and, you know, like Aiden, you know, say, you know, justifying it, that is just sick shit. In my opinion, there's nothing that he could probably ever say, you know, not that he cares whether I respect him or not, that, you know, I lost so much respect, you know, or so little respect that I had for him anyway, when I heard his little tirade about it being okay to, you know, shoot a CEO. How does someone claim to be a humanist and think it's all right to hurt anybody?
Because they're so freaking entitled.
Yeah.
They think that we're so unfair, like by whose standards? By your like subjective standards.
Right. Oh, when do they start shooting people that disagree with the trans cult agenda? You know, literally. Oh, it's okay. We can, you know, shoot this person because he disagrees with, you know, trans people. And trans people are, you know, unaliving themselves. Okay. So is every other group out there of some sort. You know, what about our, you know, homeless vets? You know, what about what is it? I think somebody said it's either 2 minutes or every 10 minutes is a vet is, you know, offing themselves. But I don't hear the left saying crap about, you know, let's help and take care of the homeless vets or, you know, the mental state they're in. It's always, you know, about who wants to chop their peckers off.
We got to subsidize that, right? We got to subsidize chopping off the peckers, but the homelessness, let's not talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to help them until they cut their own peckers off. Then we'll help them. Yeah, whatever.
And this is kind of something that pisses me off about the right wing. You know, me being a right winger, like they'll like address like all the problems like immigration, right, and like sort of these shootings, but they'll never talk about the economic problems and the economic solutions, because the whole appeal of the whole libertarian movement, the ANCAP movement, was like, hey, we're going to provide an economic solution to these troubles. Well, if you notice, like Democrats of today, the Republicans, none of them are ever talking about an economic solution, because an economic solution is going to require less taxation. And the Democrats and the Republicans, both of them want their taxation to fund Israel. They got to keep these wars going for Israel. They're not going to take away taxation. That's why they'll never talk about, you know, fixing the economy.
Yeah. It's all screwed up. But I'm going to Disney World.
Go ahead, Eddie. Have fun.
No. Yeah, I'm not much into amusement parks anyway. Just too crowded, and I don't see the sense of waiting in line for 2 hours to ride a 3-minute ride.
Well, yeah, this is kind of the problem with Disneyland, right? It kind of has like the monopoly on the.
It's not a problem. It's called Easy Pass. $100 more. You don't wait. You don't do the lines.
Well, Sam, man, I hear you got the dosh.
Well, he is
going to be a Orthodox preacher.
He has all the money.
We went to Universal Studios in California, and so we get to the line, and I look at the the cost, and I think it was like, how much was it? Like $49 to get in, something like that. And the Easy Pass was like $100. And I'm like, damn, that's like $150 per person. It's $300 for two. And we're like, yeah, we'll take it. Huh?
I mean, that's look at someone.
I have a hard time spending $50 to go to Disney, nevertheless $150.
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking about, all the people who were waiting in line after.
Oh yeah. Oh, I agree with you.
Look at these people, and they actually give you like a time, how long.
I mean, if the Easy Pass works and gets you in a hell of a lot quicker, then you're saving yourself money, because you're not riding just one ride every 2 or 3 hours. You're riding, several at least.
So here was the funny thing. Once you do a ride one time, I think it was 1 or 2 times. You can't do the same ride more than twice. Like once you've done that, you want to get back in it for a third time, you have to do the lines. I'm like, what kind of Easy Pass is that?
No kidding.
So you're limited on top of it.
You better have a bunch of rides you like then.
Exactly.
Not you, but whoever buys one to justify it.
And so because there was no lineups for us, we're literally get in. Like if there was 3 people, but they always let them first in, right? Like the ones with the passes get in first, then they start letting the people in who are waiting 5 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was now when I was in the park, I was saying to myself, would it have been just okay to pick up the pass and do 2 hours per ride? That would have brought us into like way in the evening to get to everything we want. I said no. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, we're on vacation, so I always anticipate like a couple of $100 here or there. We went to Universal, we went to Paramount Pictures, the studios. We did a few things, and on vacation, like I said, you'll anticipate some extra expenses just to make it easier. If you live there and you got kids, like forget it. It's very expensive.
Yep. I'd rather get a fishing pole, sit around and do nothing all day, not catch a fish, than I would go to a park, amusement park. That's my idea of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Or relaxing or vacation, I guess. Not fighting the crowds.
I know I can't afford like the freaking like Universal Studio stuff, so I just like buy them a go-kart. And I'm like, that'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm so poor I gotta stand outside of Disney and wait till somebody drops their ticket and pick it up and go home and say, look, everybody, I went to Disney World. I was just not going to tell them I couldn't go in, but I got a ticket. I went.
I went to the door.
Yeah. I seen Mickey from 3 miles away, but I seen him. He waved just at me.
Oh, man. How hot it must be on those costumes, especially in California.
Oh, my gosh.
Jesus.
Well, what I was thinking of, Lee Corso, I don't know if it was a coach, and then he just did his last college football last weekend and retired. Lee Corso he does a pick, like the game of the week. So he'll put these a lot of times like Alabama has an elephant. So he's got to stick this stupid mascot head on his head after somebody else has already had it on and it's sweaty.
Mm.
And, you don't get that smell out as long as they use these things. And I always thought, man, there's no way I could do that. I mean, I love the segment, but can you imagine being at Disney World out in, well, I guess it'd be no different than a mascot, because if it's hot, you're going to sweat.
Yeah.
If it's not hot, you're going to sweat, I guess.
Did you guys see like Donald Trump's like he sent like a message to like Charlie Kirk's family, but it was like
today, I think.
Yeah, it was AI, and I was like, bro.
Oh my gosh,
that was so classless.
Yeah.
Well, how do you know he's the one who put that AI thing? Maybe someone.
Yeah, it's probably somebody from his administration. But I'm thinking they were trying to do like some sort of AI enhanced video, but it came out worse.
Yeah.
For something like that, I wouldn't even mess with it, because you want, to show your sincerity to a family just lost their, father, their husband, son, uncles.
That was everything.
People are just idiots.
What happened?
Idiots, everywhere, idiots.
Oh, what happened, Bubblegum?
The Donald Trump, he did something like he said like something like his Charlie Kirk's family a message from the White House, but it was like AI enhanced, and it came out looking really awful.
Oh,
yeah. You can tell that was AI or something.
Wow.
With like the messed up fingers, you know how like AI can't get the fingers right, and it just kind of morphs them.
Oh,
yeah, you can see that.
Bubblegum. How do we know you're not really a bubblegum?
Here we go. Because you can't chew on me.
Oh.
Did you hear about South Park? They took down the episode, the Charlie Kirk episode. So.
Oh.
I mean, Charlie Kirk kind of liked it. The character Cartman was playing, which was a spoof on him.
Oh.
But they also played it like kind of came. He was like the kind of just like a master debater. It wasn't really that much of a like a jab on him. It's kind of like a spoof of him.
Oh. But Sandman,
Mm-hmm.
how can we imagine you being a priest? I'll call you Father Sandman.
You'd like that?
Yeah. What Orthodox would you be a priest of? Greek Orthodox, Russian Orthodox, American Orthodox, Canadian Orthodox,
It's a very good question.
Eastern
Gotta catch them
Orthodox?
all. Like Christians are trying to be like Pokemon. Gotta catch them all.
If I become one, would you become Orthodox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sandman, can I ask you? But you know that I met Clay in person?
Yeah. That's not too long ago.
Yeah. Is it true that what if you met Clay in person? What would you do then?
What would I do then?
Yeah.
Go out for supper, drinks.
Yeah, I can't meet.
Yeah.
But I don't want Mod not to ever not talk to me again. Oh wait,
I
she
think-
ain't talking to me
yeah,
now. Damn it!
I think the meeting between Gangster Ghost and Clay went like Sergeant Dokes and Dexter when they meet up. It's like Clay knows that Gangster Ghost is the Bay Harbor Butcher, but he can't prove it yet.
Oh. But what about the meeting between you and your long lost love, Aiden?
Oh heck no! keep that little freak away from me. Like he did like jokingly he made like a definite. It was jokingly, but given the context of what just happened, he made the comment before the Charlie Kirk thing, but like it was like literally I think the next day. That looks bad, especially from Maiden.
Aiden, the boy child, you mean?
Yes, the Wonder Special Boy Child.
What about
He's got the superpowers of he can yap 3,000 miles an hour.
what's your view on the Democrats
Or per minute.
were assassinated?
Don't even know what you're talking about. But if they were shot, then they didn't deserve it. I don't care what they did.
I'm not sure I heard about any Democrats getting assassinated this year.
I didn't either. But my view would still be the same because I mean I'm not a fan of Charlie Kirk, but no one deserves, especially the family, for the reasons they offed him. So if it happened, the same thing would happen to a Democrat. I'd feel the same way that whoever did it's an idiot, and anybody that celebrates another person's death is a sick bastard.
The weird thing is like I do find that I do see some of the hypocrisy too from like the right. Well, I wouldn't say the right. For example, like Asmongold was calling out like people on the on the left for doing that, but Asmongold was also kind of celebrating when Iran got attacked. Like they had it coming. Like no, they didn't.
Well, right now there's so many people that are like I guess in hot water for some of the comments that they've made concerning Charlie Kirk, which I'm glad. Like I said, not a big fan of his, but he didn't deserve that. No one does.
But
Yeah, because like
That.
I did hear of other Democrats doing assassinations like that.
I think the worst like probably the worst like the right has done in terms of like making fun was like I think Donald Trump made like a offhanded comment when like Paul Pelosi got attacked, but that wasn't really on the level of what these leftists have been doing.
That was a cover up.
Sure, it was in bad taste what Donald Trump did, but it wasn't mocking it really.
Right.
Yeah. And Democrats are always celebrating what happened to him.
Yeah, well, what's sick is there's actually some Republicans that are actually celebrating, the shooting too. So it's not just, the right or the left that's, celebrating. There are a few right people, but either way, it's sick and disgusting.
It's crazy.
But,
Because like I'm no fan of Charlie Kirk, right? I'm more part of like the Team Nick, even though I probably wouldn't even be with Team Nick, but like certainly no ally of Charlie Kirk. But I wanted him to lose in a debate against Nick Fuentes. I didn't want him to go down this way.
Right. Yeah.
Nick Quintus. Who's that?
He's the one person Charlie Kirk wouldn't debate.
How you know?
Because they asked him directly, like, "Hey, why won't you, like, if you're so much about the open like market of ideas and the exchange of them, why won't you debate Nick Fuentes?" He said, "No, I don't debate bigots."
At least he had standards.
But what did he believe in? What was he, a Protestant or something, or Catholic?
Well, Nick is a Catholic. Charlie Kirk, I think, is a Protestant.
What did you say? Charlie was a
Protestant.
He was a Protestant.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, but to like Fuentes, because he's still a Christian, so they still see eye to eye on that. Like to Nick Fuentes, that like the whole denomination thing doesn't really matter to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
When it came in earlier, like I think somebody's mic was sounding like Charlie Brown. It was like kind of staticky or something.
That's probably me because I had to restart everything, I think, because we streamed last night and I hadn't restarted my computer for probably a week or so. So, yeah. Well, that's what I just said, Claude, is, if somebody gets killed for something like that, it's stupid regardless. And PDF should be castrated, in my opinion, but that's...
All right.
Is that a guitar?
So what do you what'd you guys do today?
I went to the bathroom all by myself too.
No, you're kidding
I'm
me.
a big boy.
Oh,
I'm such a good boy.
Not in
And I
your
actually got
wildest-
to go without my dog. This dog is so like attached to my hip. At times it's kind of neat, but other times, like when you go in the bathroom and you stop and turn around because your dog's following you, and
Yeah.
he sits down and looks at you with those puppy dog's eyes, like, I just want to go with you. I'm like, no.
You don't let him go inside?
No.
That'd be
Because this
weird,
dog is
man.
weird. We've got
You
Mom
feel
had
sorry for him,
a
man.
walk-in shower put in for her, but we all use it. And he'll sit in there or lay down in the shower, and watch me go to the bathroom. Or he'll want to put his head on my lap. It's like, dude, I don't even got drawers on. Get away. So yeah, I stopped doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I love my dog to death. He's probably one of the most important things in my life. But
I mean, if he comes to the bathroom with you, he has to love you to death.
yeah, exactly. I have no
Especially with
polling, and
incense smell.
it's at first a musical symphony with all the gas, and then I'm sure the smell isn't great. Welcome to assholes, body bathroom habits. On a scale of
let's
1
just
to 10
stop.
on the stanky scale, I'm about a 12.
Did the dog ever try to escape?
No, I think I gave him brain damage. That's why I won't let him go in there with me anymore. That was a close call.
Poor boy got lobotomized through gas. Oh my
You
god.
look at the shower and the dog's passed out.
Yeah, I'm calling 911. Please save my dog. He's not breathing.
But what happened, sir?
I took
Well,
a
it's a
shit.
long story.
I have no colon and went to the bathroom. Enough said, sir. We will do the best to save your dog.
Ugh.
Well,
Well, that's one too many shakes. Okay, I'm gonna go back to working on my mower and hopefully get it fixed. I need something to eat first, but I'll let somebody else come up here because I just don't want to be around it.
Oh,
I'll
go away.
talk to you. Huh?
What happened?
No, nothing.
It's gonna fix his mower.
Coming out here, so there's no conflict. You know
Well,
me,
you
I
can,
can keep my mouth shut.
you can stay as a.
I prefer not to, but I seriously do got things to do anyway.
All right. Well, make sure you take the dog in with you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you're going to be up Saturday night, Chuck, but I'm streaming with Earl and the Rabbit Atheist, and probably some of those people are going to come over from his stream afterwards. So you're more than welcome to hang out if you want. Come on stage.
What time's that?
Heard about that.
What 9?
Saturday?
Hold on.
Tomorrow?
I don't know. What's today?
Friday?
Friday.
It's Friday. Yeah, tomorrow. That's Saturday. Yeah. You don't work, you lose track of what day it is. Hold on, I'll get this. I think it's 9:30 because we do it after Ed's stream.
Well, you got my email.
Right. That'll have Gigi send it to you.
Yeah, just to remind me. I'm old, man. I'm old.
And so am I.
But I'm
I will
old.
be 61 in, wait, what's today? The 12th?
12th, buddy.
About 3 weeks.
Yeah.
October 2nd. I'll be 61, and hopefully I'll be getting cremated some point before then.
Well, are you all right?
Do what?
Are you all right, buddies?
Yeah, I'm just being morbid. I'm just morbid. I do this with my mom and she hates it, but I'm just a morbid person. I don't fear death. I fear marriage. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I may come back if I get.
I might catch a stream,
but I do need to get them done because I got to know.
All right then.
Yeah, it's good seeing you all except Bubble. Anyway.
Well, I might come to your stream tomorrow. I was invited. I might come to your stream tomorrow.
You're more than welcome to come. Most are. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Let me get the link. I'll put it in there. I don't know who's. Yeah, I put up 2 posts that I probably shouldn't have on my channel, and I only lost 2 subs. I was so disappointed. I was hoping to go for about 20 or 30 of them and start over. Let me see. Where's my channel, dumbass? It is. Let me see. What time does this? At 9:30. That's what it is. I'll post. I'll give you a link, but I'll send you a link to the StreamYard, GG, and give it to Chuck if he wants to join too.
That's at Azho 64, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll debunk the atheists.
Oh wait, I forgot that I took off this one to get better quality. Give me a second.
It's kind of weird.
And I finally realized who Chuck looks like, and I've said this for a while, but I have never said it out loud, I guess.
Oh boy.
No, you look like Ron Perlman. I mean, every time I see your picture, it's Ron Perlman. You're Hellboy.
He kind of does sound like Ron Perlman.
And it sounds like him. I mean, if you look at the thumbnail for this one, that's why I said it again. But yeah, there's the link for tomorrow night, 9:30. I know I've only got 6 slots, but I'll probably rotate if we have people in and out. But I know it's going to probably be at least me and Earl up there.
Well, you got my phone number too, buddy. Just send the link there. Whatever.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I just got to remember to show up. I'm bad at that. I'm not canceling this one. I can't. I need. Well, I know Ed, Earl, and a few over there on his channel. We're all needing a cut loose, have fun sort of stream, and I kind of had it here up until Bubblegum showed up and got us serious. It's all your fault.
Yeah.
All right.
Thing about Democrats, they're the ones that are known for burning down neighborhoods. They're the ones who are very violent. And they were cheering after what happened to Trump. So, no, it's on the left side more than the right.
Get him, sick him, boy, sick him.
Oh, sorry.
But really, I mean, it does, though, to be honest. It happens on both sides, but as an atheist, it makes me sick as hell. You know, that anybody, once again, is going to cheer for somebody dying just because of their belief system.
Normally, I don't speak out as yes, it definitely happens on both sides. But
Right.
it happens more on the far left. I'm sorry.
Right.
It does.
Well, and we're supposed to be
Yeah.
humanists. That's what I don't get. If you're going to claim to be a humanist, you can't be okay with people offing people just because.
Well, it just goes to show that was just really a front, right? It's
Right.
just a front.
Yeah, it's just
Because-
it's just sick. I mean, it is sick, and anybody that wants to try to justify this, I mean, just like when Trump missed or didn't get killed. You know, I couldn't believe. I mean, I sat there and watched a few people, flat out say, "Oh, too bad they missed."
Yeah, I heard it too. Yeah.
Pathetic. I don't care who you are. That's pathetic. If they don't like it, come at me. I don't care. I'll tell you they're a bunch of idiots.
Right.
You know.
And it must be acknowledged, if you're like on the right and wishing the same for Iran, that's hypocrisy. If you're wanting to the Iranian people and the Palestinian
Iran?
people to,
But
yeah, because like if
Iran-
you're like saying,
known for wanting to nuke America. So.
no, they're not.
I remember
They never had that plan. That's just freaking propaganda.
Hey, Bubbles, you need to
Neocons.
fix your mic or turn it up something.
Or take it out of your butt and talk with it.
Wait,
No,
is
I'm
that better?
serious. You need to. I think you need.
Oh,
to
sorry. I didn't mean to be mean to you, Darth. Sorry.
You need to increase your volume
Yeah.
a little bit.
Is it-
Just a
Is that
little.
better?
Yes, much
Okay.
better.
Yeah, it's because
You had it muffled
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
oh, okay. It's because I got that voice meter where like
Oh wait, hold
don't
on.
really,
You need
I
to
don't
turn
really
it down.
touch the controls.
Yeah, Bubble, can you turn it down a whole lot because you're really loud and I can still hear you.
Oh man. Okay, here,
Since you fixed it, you do got to turn it down just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay, is that any better?
That's much better. There you go.
Nope, I can still hear you. Keep going.
He's messing with you now, Bubbles.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm
Okay.
going to be called an asshole, I'm going to be an asshole. This is what I live for now. Oh my God, I agreed with Claudia on something. Yes, I definitely condemn both sides endorsing violence.
I agree with that too. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, Democrats are known for burning down neighborhoods. They're way more violent.
Hey, but to be fair,
Yeah,
GQ, they were rich
Especially in America.
neighborhoods, so they deserved it. According to the agenda, I don't, and that's why I could never be a socialist. To me, I am not going to work any harder if I don't get any more than anybody else. But if I know there's an incentive, but with me, I just want to be the best at my job anyway, so I don't need much motivating. But
There you go. You did
you're
it.
saying if I'm going to bust my ass, if I'm going to get the same amount as somebody else, screw that. I'm going in neutral and still do more than everybody else.
Well, you gave a very simplistic definition of capitalism, Azho. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny. These people like complain about like Jeff Bezos, like get that rich, and this like Jeff Bezos is like one giving you like your comfortable life. These people are like, I bet they all have like Amazon accounts, like Amazon Prime.
I got Amazon Prime. What are you trying to say, bitch?
I love it, right?
Yeah,
No,
we're
but I'm
gonna
talking-
fight out the Earth. Yeah, let's go, boy.
But I'm talking about the socialists, these champagne socialists, right?
Look, I got him distracted. Call ICE.
I do the deporting around here.
There you go.
I'm kind of like the George Soros of Donald Trump's administration.
George Soros.
Don't ask what I did during Trump's administration.
You're crazy.
I mean, do you know what? Did you know what he did during World War II? George Soros.
I don't know
George
what
Soros.
they do.
Well, he's a Jewish guy, right? But he was turning in other Jews.
I don't know about that. I have no idea.
Okay, well, that's the history of George Soros and kind of how he got his money, basically.
I have no idea. What do you think, Sam? Tell us from your great license.
Great.
Yes, George Soros. What could we say about George Soros?
He was a good man. He was friendly. He'd give his shirt off your back while he took your shoes.
You know, the one thing he did, because apparently he was doing like all this conniving things in government to demonstrate to the people, like, hey, look what I can do. Maybe you should try to fix this.
Mm.
Hey, Zero, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, I'm just bouncing around. One of my guys, they're for a minute, so they had to fix that, and they might be back on right now. So I decided to pop over here for a minute, see what's going on. Tell GG that I got his message, and that was about Major on my list. I do remember Mr. Sandman.
You do? Have we spoken before?
Oh, my microphone was back. We brushed against each other before. I got rug burn. You lost a few pieces of sand. It works.
Oh, so this is before he became a priest.
And you, I know that voice. I have no idea who the hell you are, but I do know that voice. You shit everywhere. Thank you for handing out bags of shit. Make sure you take one yourself, sir.
What?
Thank you for the endorsement.
Good erection.
But after what you said, I don't give a crap, and I don't take crap. So
Well,
you can
too
keep
bad.
the
Everyone
bag
has
of
a bag of shit, and yours is
I
in your
know.
right hand.
I've got a closet full of
Razzo.
skeletons, and I need to go bury those son of a boochies, but no shit.
Booches. I like that.
Yeah, say something about somebody that's just using the speaker of their voice box instead of the cardboard part of their voice box.
Hmm. So you ready to get
Boy, I
baptized?
can't even
Azho?
afford cardboard. What the hell? You guys
Yeah,
are
I
weird.
know. I see your little plastic fake fiberglass box that you have for your cardboard.
Hey, you leave my ex-wife out of this.
Hey, your ex-wife is upside down on a tree right now, so I don't think anybody can hang her out.
No, she's working. What do you expect her to do? She's a trapeze artist. Gosh.
Well, you're not supposed to drop the string.
Why do you think she's an ex? That's when you drop the string.
Oh, wow. I thought, never mind.
No,
This guy-
I'm not married
this
anymore.
I know. It's
When
such
I
a
fill out
wonderful
my
thing to
medical
not have a woman
paperwork and
tie
they
you
ask-
down.
Yeah, when I fill out my paperwork at a new doctor's office and they ask what you're allergic to, I put marriage.
Marriage.
But then,
But I'm bump.
Mhm.
Oh, that means I got less than 10 minutes if Claude is getting up here with his French smoking ass because he's going to smoke all of us American pucks.
oh, no, I'm out of here.
You guys are scared.
I'm quivering. I'm shaking in my boots.
You have a quim to quiver?
Now, I have a question to ask.
Yes,
Who's
sir.
afraid of the big bad cloud? Who's afraid of the big bad cloud?
He'll come and blow your house down. He'll huff and he'll puff.
Man, I should be huffing and puffing.
Mm.
Oh, no, that's smoking. Sorry.
Huff and puff.
Puff and puff. Stuff and puff.
What cheese?
Always puff. Forever puff. Where to puff?
So Azho,
Free
let me
to
ask you something.
puff.
Yes, sir.
Are you baptized?
I've been
It was
baptized 3
ducked
times,
in
and I don't
dirty
count
water
any of them
inside
as
of a
being
tank
baptized.
by a preacher that said, "I bless you for sneezing."
You've been, yeah?
3 times.
3
I don't
times.
count any of them, to be honest.
What was the first one?
My Catholic
Mhm.
sprinkling or baptism. Then
Do you
I was
want
at-
to
like-
tell me how that baptism was?
if I was old enough to remember, I'd tell you. All I know is the priest kept dropping me in the Baptist bowl. Maybe that explains a lot about the brain damage I got.
Oh, okay.
About 14.
He's trying to waterboard him.
I think that's what it was. It was bad
Oh.
enough to get born. The doctor smacks me on the ass, and then the nurse smacks me on the ass, and then they quit.
Tell
like
her
being
where the
smacked on
bombs
the
are.
ass by the nurse. I don't understand why they stopped.
Oh.
I mean, I was only a few minutes old, but damn.
And what was the second one?
The second one I was at Hanging Rock Christian Church. Pretty much did it peer pressure. Yeah, you get into the emotions and stuff of of a Christian church camp.
Hmm. And why
And then,
did he tell you have to get rebaptized? Or?
No, I just did it because of a girl, literally. I mean, this is like in my life. This was a period of time where I considered myself to be an atheist, but then I was trying to not be an atheist because back then I thought that was a bad thing to be. Because
Okay.
I mean, I didn't even know any atheists back then. I didn't know atheist was a thing. I didn't know that's what I was an atheist. To be honest, I just didn't believe. I mean, my whole life
You
I've been
know,
that way. For Santa Claus, I figured out Santa Claus wasn't real by my damn self.
Mm-hmm.
At like 4 or 5 years old,
Yeah,
I'm
and,
very
and
I
in
mean,
that
skeptical.
wait,
comparison, you are correct.
I want to.
And all these lies that you were fed your entire life, you have to discern between what you know and what you thought you knew.
Right.
No, I want to clarify. Did you have like an apprehension against God, or did you have an apprehension against the Christian God? Because naturally, I had an apprehension against the Christian God.
See, for me, I
And
had
obviously, we're all still Stockholmed if we're having this kind of conversation.
right, pretty much. For me, I never and for years I could never explain why. I didn't have that fuzzy feeling or whatever. And then Mindshift did a video about a personal relationship with Jesus or God or whatever it was at that time, and it clicked. I mean, for me, that's what it was. I didn't feel anything personal whatsoever. I mean,
So,
I've always heard people say, "Oh, I've got a personal relationship with Jesus." Okay, how's that? You never seen him? He doesn't talk to you. Maybe through a
so yeah,
book. That type of thing is where I was.
so yeah, so that seems more like an apprehension to like what they proposed you to be God, right? Like if somebody's presented, hey, this guy is God, and you just have like this not natural apprehension to like, well, this doesn't make sense,
Right.
like, just from reading the Bible.
Well, and a
But
lot of
that's
time I went through it, but really, you go to church not to be convinced there's a God. You're there to be basically to reinforce what they think you already know. So you
yeah.
hear a lot of
So
the same stuff. So even up until the day that I became an atheist, and finally said, "Yeah, I'm an atheist." I didn't even know what the Trinity was. A good coherent definition of that. I mean, I've always done the Trinity's like water, it's like an egg, or it's like
serious.
such bad analogies. But back then, that's what you use because you're talking to other Christians. Now, atheism is becoming more and more prevalent and out there, sort of thing.
Yeah, it sort of feels like these people just because your parents brought you in. Somebody needs to like mute their mic.
Yeah, I was just making sure it wasn't me still making that crackly
Yeah, I
noise.
stayed muted for reasons.
Yeah, yeah, I think it was Chuck. Yeah, it feels like because your parents bring you into like the church, they'll just kind of assume you're already Christian. And you
Right,
kind of already
exactly.
accept the faith.
Well said, and I've never been able to verbalize that up until probably 10 years ago, because I just didn't know. But I learned more about religion trying to, I guess, defend a belief that I never had to begin with, just to understand what was going on. I mean, I opened up the Bible, not trying to prove there wasn't a God, but I actually tried to prove there was. It's like, okay, where's the Trinity at? Where is, hell at? Where is all these other things that, people keep talking about that just don't make sense to me, even like a teenager. And I'm talking maybe 14, 15 years old. And what's really weird is I was the president of our youth group my senior year. I did
because
go ahead.
oh no, I was gonna say because church is not really ever about proving it to you. It's just about like, oh, you're already part of the faith.
Yeah. Preaching to the
and
choir, literally. Yeah. So I did it, a sermon. I did, kicked ass, and all that, and still didn't have that, that fuzzy feeling that I couldn't explain, like I said, up until, I watched Brandon's, video on a personal relationship with God. And I never had that. Never, I never felt like anybody, when I prayed that I talked to anybody, nevertheless get an answer, it just never made sense. But, as
yes, and that kind of does draw people away toward that does draw like these kids towards atheism, because if you're telling him you can have this conversation with God and they go ahead and do it in their private time, right? And then nothing happens. Well, they think it's like, what, this is bullshit. Did my parents just lie to me?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't even so much my parents, because I mean, they even now my mom believes in God, but she is not, she doesn't go to church. She has her beliefs, and I'm not condemning her for that or criticizing her. That's her personal way to worship. But when I just lost my train of thought. Damn it, sorry. Go ahead. I'll give me a second. I'll remember.
Yeah, I
And
was
that's
talking
the
about.
thing that I'm coming down to present here. I'm trying to present that whatever created what we are within, there's some sort of connection, and I'm saying within as in the entire universe, even past out the galactic social, hold on 1 second, the galactic cluster that science even talks about in the galactic supercluster. Something created this entire universe, and we're barely able to see the maximum amount of galaxies that is allowed within our perception, so to speak. And that's what I'm putting down on the table, because there's something known as the Higgs field that's in a different Higgs Higgs field that is actually in a different perception of understanding, which tells where every molecule drops off. And we're too large / too small to see all sides of an equation because of our perceptional understanding. Yet we see as through the stars in the sky that this is the precise time that we need to perceive what's going on, or else we're too early or too late. Go ahead.
I'm
Because
always
like
too late.
I'm not sure you ever seen like Breakfast Tacos when he gives his apologetics, right? He kind of replaces like the ultimate. He replaces God with like the field, but the thing, the fields aren't like materialistic things or like even a substance. They're mathematical constructs. So he doesn't get the irony or like the stupidity basically when he calls the fields the stuff. He literally called it the stuff. It's not a stuff that's the problem. So when he's really appealing to the fields as gods, he's not really given an answer because it's a mathematical construct. It doesn't really exist as a substance.
Yeah, I used to watch Taco a lot. I gave that up pretty quick though after he started platforming those incestual daughter and father combo.
Yeah, what the?
And she's an idiot to begin with, and he's not much better. But yeah, I'm not going to watch some guy and girl talk about God is so great, but yet they're banging each other and their father and daughter. I mean, if
What
that's
the
really the thing, huh?
Is that a thing? I didn't hear about that.
Oh yeah, what is it? Her name's like Grace Thorpe, and her dad's on there. I forgot what his name is, some AKA Abel. But it's just like I'm not going to sit here and listen to somebody that's banging their daughter. Sorry,
Right.
That's just sick as hell.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I just no, I just can't do it. No.
Is he also atheist?
No, they both are theists, as far as I know. Like I said, I muted her most of the time. Like the Grace tries to act like she's so intelligent, but yet she's
fighting over a quadrillion inside of a sea of quintillions. There's literally an uncountable amount of these things that you are considering being a creator that we cannot perceive because of our size comprehension of perception.
Well, that's the thing. Logically, we can conclude that like all things converge back to like a single cause. So there has to be
basically means we are all within the center of the universe whenever it was the beginning of the universe.
Well, no, the universe is made of like particulars. It's made of like different things, right? But all these things still converge back to like a single cause. And so the question then becomes, what is the single cause?
First cause. The first cause was sound. The effect was light. The whole point behind what I'm stating is whenever the universe as a whole was literally the size of a quantum nugget, and then it began to expand into what we are within.
Who told you that?
A quantum-sized nugget of the stuff.
Who told you that?
Good stuff, not just any stuff, Darth.
No, but who told you that?
So you're stating that the universe is static. Is this where we've come to our discussion?
No, well, to us, the universe was created. It hasn't always been.
Okay, then. So now that we're on the same plane of understanding, in the beginning, there was literally just a quantum speck, and it began to expand into where we are now because of vibration.
So, like, what is this quantum speck? It's like a quantum speck of a stuff.
The quantum speck is literally everything and all of the entire universe beyond the super galactic clusters that I was speaking of earlier.
So you think like all the universe was like sort of compacted into like a small marvel that contained like all the atoms and all that?
No. Atoms did not exist whenever it was just this singular quantum flux.
What is this flux? Like some sort of substance or like some
Before
sort of
time was able to be perceived, this had to, so to speak, rupture in order for time can be perceived, so that time can be perceived within the perception we are within. Picture a bubble and a bubble inside of a bubble and a bubble inside of a bubble, and each inner bubble is more small and we're constantly expanding, but each ring is another universe of understanding.
So like I'm at church, like I'm like one of those Russian dolls, but of universes.
Wait a minute.
What is this?
Consider an onion. Go ahead.
I need to interject here. Remember that quote? A bubble is a bubble, Darth.
What is a bubble?
A full sphere that is not actually connected to any other thing.
Who has proved this?
Yeah, like for example, our bubbles are made of like water, right?
Theory, because we cannot officially perceive anything at standard direct time.
Well,
this has
okay.
been
So
proven
then-
by science.
So you believe in
anything, and our memories are worse than what is actually occurring.
Well, especially with age. But so you believe in an unproven theory, basically.
Theories are the highest known adjustments of science. There is nothing that is actually legitimately fact. We have laws through things that we understand that happen no matter the consequences, as long as they follow all the rules of vacuum, not vacuum.
Right. So you don't have any understanding of anything, basically.
Basically, I'm sitting over here standing on a platform wondering why you're talking, because you're the one that's not giving anything to the table. You're just looking at the table.
But that's the thing, we do have facts, right? We can prove things through logic. That's how we get the values, right? For example, like if we put like an apple and then we put it through a process, whether that's just like making it into wood chips or just slicing it, at the end of that process, you're still the values of the apples is gonna be equal to the outcome of that process. So those values are gonna be accounted for. So we can prove things.
Yes, you're
So we do
chopping
have
up
facts.
this apple, and each time you chop up this apple, you're losing a little bit. It's like a grid going across the apple if you did it precisely on the quantum level. Then you come
No, but
to
what I'm saying
holy
is,
snap,
no, what
you
I'm saying,
have 333 Dragadoa pieces.
no, what I'm saying is that truth deals with values. So like we start with these values of the initial apple, and you put it through whatever process, there's going to be an outcome, and the values are still going to be accounted for. And so this is what gives us truth. This is how we can do like half truth, because there are values that can be accounted for from beginning to the end of the process.
And there are variables. There are values and there are variables. You have to agree.
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, why we know something is truth is because the values
Because we used
from the
equations back in the day to prove everything.
is because the values add up.
Exactly. So we're both on the science understanding. Thank you.
Mm. So like we do have facts, we do have truth, and it is objective. It's not just a mental construct.
Not subjective. It's objective by the people who have objectified them in the past to make them law versus theories.
No, it's because I was listening to Jim Bob debate on breakfast tacos yesterday. Chuck, I think your mic is kind of giving me some feedback there. I was listening to Jim Bob debate on breakfast tacos yesterday, and he said like truth is a mental construct. It's like, what the heck? You don't think truth is objective? Because he thinks the truth can be just made. Like you can't make truth. You can't just like say, hey, this apple, we're going to change the values through some mental process. No, those values are independent of my mind.
Correct. And this is the reason why your mind can modify your values as each individual cell in your body. You have the capacity to decide which ones work off nucleus and which ones work off of mitochondria.
That's the thing. I can't assign values, right? I'm just like we can assign like what
Well, there's a little drop
what's
down
gonna be the
box where you hit the
representative
three
values.
dots.
Like we can assign the frequency a value is gonna be, but like if we can't like just change the values, right? And by that I mean like if we agree like this or this amount of frequency is gonna be this value, and then we run the process, and then it matches up the beginning value.
Because you
Well,
have
then
collapsed the wave function. You've opened the box whether or not deciding whether if Schrodinger's cat is alive or dead.
No, I'm saying we can't just like through our mental processes change reality of the value.
I'm not saying you're changing reality. I'm saying perception is changing. Your mind is changing. The location of your mind is changing. Your body is staying in the same spot. You're just jumping through realities.
No, we're taking information, right? And we're saying that information
you're absorbing the
is
information
consistent
from each of the realities that you are progressing through.
Yeah, but I'm saying like we're not changing that information through like mental.
Yes, you decide whether or not you decide to pick up a hand and close it to a fist or type or talk. And every action that you do, you decide yourself in a different perceptional location within the infinite universe. That is also not static.
I'm not sure what you're saying here. I'm trying to get it.
Let's all welcome the Bulls.
Hi, Claude.
I thought it was about time we talked about Kent Haven. So.
You shoved that fucking French cigarette down your throat the wrong way.
The wrong way. He means up the butt, by the way.
I don't do that sort of thing. It's not my sort of turn on. No, it's been good. I've been very busy, doing 2 or 3 shots a day because Haven is like a treasure trove of idiocy for me to mine.
Do you get a picture of him on the wall where you fold darts at him?
No, because I don't want anything bad to happen to him because it's been the end of my entertainment. But he is such a
He needs
fool.
him for business. He's good for business.
But Claude, we know that Kent is an expert on marriage, especially.
Well, the latest thing is, he said the other day it was his anniversary, and he's wearing a ring again. And I don't know whether I definitely know Sandra went, but is she come back, or is he lying? Or is he married, or is there another Mrs. Hoven? It's really hard to tell because he's so devious about it.
Are you married, Cloud?
No,
well, you know what? You go look for those boxes that are shaped like the Eiffel Tower, smoking like a cigarette, and those is your order, Claude.
So you're not married?
No, nobody will put up with the Claude because, although I'm not always right, like Kent, I do admit my faults.
Well, Claude, I got to tell you, one of my favorite recent shorts you did was about you're going through all the ex-wives, and you talk about Mary Toko, and you say, well, if that was annulled, then he was fornicating with her.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I can ask you with your theological knowledge. So he says the marriage was annulled. I first thought I thought he said annulled, but apparently it's annulled. And he says that means it's as though the marriage never took place.
Right.
Well, that means he must have been, if he did the wild thing with her, he must have been fornicating. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly on the money. Thank you very much, Claude.
Yeah. So I've got him. Bam.
Claude's right. There's a Trevor Trove over there.
Look,
you can watch him every day and pick out some stuff.
And then I find other things, and then I put them side by side, like stuff he said in the past, which contradicts what he's saying. It's just, but the lunatics that follow him can't see that, unfortunately. They just can't see it.
Well, you're right.
How many subs does Kent have?
Well, what I was going to say, and then everyone else can speak up, it's getting less and less the following, Claude, if you notice.
Yes, yeah.
It's definitely dropping, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, what happened was he made this big thing, YouTube won't let him on, they banned him, and he doesn't care. He's going to go on all these other things. He finds he doesn't get as big an audience, so now he's saying, You can put me on YouTube if you want. He's just a liar.
Yeah,
But
yeah, he is.
he's just a liar. And those fools there don't see it. You know, I have an email conversation with some of them, and they still won't see it. You know?
I think more people have become non-believers, or at least in the middle somewhere, because of Kent. So he can claim them in heaven.
Yeah.
Well, I think kind of like Ken Hovind has kind of been replaced by Dr. James Tour because he seems a bit more. He actually has a degree, and not just kind of like this. What people say is a fake degree or doctorate on for cats.
Well, Bubbles, it is a fake degree, and he said, and he goes on. Well, I have 3 degrees. Yeah, 3 PhDs. Give me a break.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. The Tour does have a legitimate degree in chemistry, and that's fine.
Yeah, he does.
But Kent has no legitimate degree whatsoever. But the latest one I caught him on when he was on another show called The Random Christian, spelt with a K because Christian was his Christian name. And Kent said, I majored in math and science. So I asked the question on that show, where did you major in math and science? And he then does this coughing and carrying on and refuses to answer. Now, it's because he's lying. He didn't major in math and science, even in his fake degrees.
Right. Well, wait, Claude, I have another comment. Hang on. I'm sorry. That's terrible. That might happen to me one day for real. Oh my.
Yeah, well, and nobody minds. It's just that he's an ass about it. That's what causes the problem. Otherwise, we'd be a bit more sympathetic. But the other thing he goes on, he's mentioning me now as Cloudy Bowles. I think that's
yeah, I saw that.
And as they come on and challenge me and debate me, and of course I'm banned. I can't, when I make a comment, it doesn't appear, and I can't go on and challenge him. So his challenges are absolutely worthless, meaningless.
Right.
Just a plonker. Well, I was going to say a wanker. I don't know if you know, but well, apparently he is.
Yeah.
Too, some of the stuff I've seen, but
yeah, I think pretty much everybody like on the atheist circles kind of pretty much caught on to his like gimmicks and tricks and know how to deal with him.
Well, he's just got the same old time. I tell you, the one that did well, that guy called Pluto. I think he's also known as Tyler Pluto, and he catches him out, and then Ken starts going, one topic at a time, boot him, Joseph, mute him, and it's so obvious. I've made a few shorts of that as well. Quick, mute him, because he can't beat him.
Claude, mute him, Joseph. Get him out of here.
Almost as though Joseph would be the ideal next partner for him. I don't know.
Do you think his son will eventually turn into an atheist? Because I think that might happen. I mean, eventually somebody's going to come and break his, because Ken Hovind is teaching his son all the tricks of evolution, but those are not going to hold up, obviously.
Well,
and I think that might break him.
They're estranged. They have been for years. You know that. Are you aware of it?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Eric and him fell out over the pocket knife and underwear.
What was that about?
There's even things there. Kids saying, "I want Eric. You return my Swiss Army knife and my underpants." True. Because when Kent hid all his assets, and then the ones that he hadn't hidden, the IRS sold. Eric bought them at a low price, and Kent thought he would then get them back. Eric kept them, so they've had a big falling out. They don't speak. Kent doesn't speak to his brother, sister, sister-in-law, children, grandchildren. So that should tell you, or cousins. That should tell you something.
Right.
Yeah, so much for the family unit, right?
Yeah, but it's never.
Well, Claude, I need your opinion on this. I've been working on a rough draft for a verbal that I'm going to send to Kent, and this is rough, but I'm going to try it. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Ken Hovind here. September 12th, 2025, where
Okay.
we make believers agnostics here at DAO.
Well,
That's exactly what they're doing.
I got to work on it. I
Wow,
know.
Father
I know.
Chuck, that was a great soundbite.
I got to work on that.
yeah. I mean, think about it. It's true, though. He has probably lost
It
more
is.
souls than he's won.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the Christians don't realize. Like, as long as you keep perpetuating this,
That's what this narrow path, that broad path means, guys. There's going to be lots of zeros between the lines.
Right.
well, no, it's like people like what the Christians don't realize. Christian apologetics is drawing people away from God. Like, it might get people who are like emotionally distraught at the moment, but once they actually start thinking about it and start like debating these atheists, especially on evolution, they're gonna lose, and that kind of pretty much destroys your mental state and makes you start to question: Are you in the side of silly? And they're gonna move away from it.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the opposite.
Even for me, it isn't the subject of so much evolution versus non-evolution or theism, whatever. I mean, I don't mind. It's Kent is actually a horrible person as well, and that's what gets me. Because there's plenty
he's a
of
great
people
person.
that I know that believe evolution.
Yeah. Well, they all left me, Clyde. These women, I don't know what's wrong with them. I'm the perfect man.
That's a good one too. I've had so many up recently. If nothing else, look at the shorts because they're less than a minute by definition. And I think I do give them a good hammering.
This ring could have been yours, Cindy, but where's my new Mrs. Hovind? Here she is.
Well, that's just a problem with groupies.
And then Boland called her the forever Mrs. Hovind.
That's right. Yeah.
Forever Mrs. Hovind.
Yeah, that fish hopped right in the boat. I said, God.
I thought Mrs. Maud.
God, I'm not.
Is it Mrs. Maud for Mrs. Hovind?
No, I tease her. But no, she's gone off him a bit now. No. I think she can only marry Father Chuck. Make his life hell. Your sins catch up with you eventually, Father.
That's right.
Being locked in Maud's dungeon could be a punishment, eternal punishment.
Oh, I've been to London Dungeon.
Oh. Did you get chained up there, or did you just watch?
I watch.
Warrior. This guy.
I saw
this guy sits in the chair.
And Miss Maud and that Steve guy. Lynn?
Oh.
Yeah.
Steve Lynn. Oh, yeah.
That's a joke.
Yes, he was there. He was noted for having a few bits of equipment, shall we say, lying around. Did you ever meet him when you were there?
What a joke, man.
Did you meet Steve Lynn at all?
You asked me?
Yeah, did you ever meet Steve
when
Lynn?
I visited twice, he was gone by my first visit, which would have been it'd been 2021, my first visit, and he wasn't there then. He might have lived off the property, and then I went back in 2022. Both in the summertime, one July, one August. So
apparently had a lot of handcuffs with pink feathers on them.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
You can't make it up, can you? You can't make it up.
You can't.
Oh dear.
Claude, I love your videos, but you gotta, and I mean this. This is not a criticism, just a suggestion. The point where Joseph comes in and says, Sandra left Doc.
Oh yeah.
You got to be a little more discretionary with that. That's all I'm saying. Your videos in the beginning are great. I mean that sincerely.
So don't use it too much.
Just that part. Just what I said. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
just
that
leave
part.
it off a bit.
Oh, I would say use it, but just be a little more discretionary. Yeah.
Right, wait a minute. You don't fancy Sandra, do you?
No, I don't fancy Sandra. Although I
Oh,
met her, she's a
She's
decent
single.
Well, she is. I met her when she was whatever with Ken Hovind, married, whatever.
Get her, you
I
dog.
was down there in 2022. Very nice lady. Very nice.
Get me.
I talked to her on before on YouTube. It was I think one of the Power guys thing. She was there, and this other guy was there. I forgot his name. He's a scientist.
oh.
I forgot his name. He's still around.
Not Stephen Bolin, huh?
No, not Stephen Ball. I forgot his name. He also had a lot of criticism for Ken. I forgot his name. Asian scientist guy. I forgot his name.
I know who you mean. Yeah,
Sao.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah.
No,
but just to finish off, Sandra is a very nice, decent person. That's, I was only there, well, when I met her, I was there 3 days, but, we interacted, but just a couple hours a day. But
that's enough.
If first impressions mean anything, no, she made a good impression. She was she is a decent person. So
well,
so she probably did the right thing by leaving Sandra left, Doc. It took $16,000. I got it memorized, Claude.
You know that's so funny because we all suspected she'd gone, but we didn't really know. And then
right, I remember that. Yeah, you're right.
He was on Gigi's show, and I asked the question, and I never thought he would come out with it. So he's obviously been drinking. Then he comes out with it. So immediately, me and Big Bad Mama and everybody else make a record of what he said. It's pretty hard to argue against that.
Right.
All right. I'm going to head out. You guys have fun.
Okay. Father Charles, I have another idea. I found this silly laughing ministry where they all sit around like fools laughing.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a clip of one of Clint's stupid claims, like people living to 900 years old. And then I'll put a clip of the laughing. So that should be up in an hour or two. I'm going to do it.
Great. I can't wait. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm serious. That's great.
I forget the name of the preacher, but I've recorded it all, and my God, they're fools. And he touches them, and they all they jig around and fall over, and it's just like lunacy.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them videos, not many, but I know what you're talking about, buddy. Yeah.
Hilarious. So.
God bless us Americans, right, Claude?
Well, I do for a number of things. Yeah. I'm not against Americans. I like, well, not often enough, American women. But I do find people like Ken Hovind objectionable.
So do I, buddy. So do I.
Yeah, so it takes a while sometimes, but then he has this pattern of behavior, and it's a horrible.
And he lies constantly. You're right about that too. No, you are. I'm not just saying that to say it to you because you're a guest here, but you're right. He lies about everything.
Yeah,
and then he'll get on and tell everyone else they're sinners and they're wrong. Yeah. He's a joke. He's a total joke.
Well, then he'll say, "Oh, we all lie," or whatever. But then there's not one thing he's ever admitted to lying about. Did you see on Brett Kinch had a show, and he had some AI woman on there, like totally artificial.
Oh,
And
from your clip, I did. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Brett Keane. Yeah, I saw that. For
very
your
funny. Yeah,
yeah, he
Yeah.
talked about. I think did he talk about Kent too?
yeah, it was uncannily accurate. It didn't get it all right. Like they said, I was a tank top wearing obese fat guy. Well, that was talking about Brett. You know, so it mixed those things up. But it got some. It was very funny, and of course, she was really rude and crude as well.
Mm.
Oh my God! That, some of the stuff was almost too bad to put up. Almost.
Mm.
Yeah, I saw that on your clip. It was crazy.
Yeah.
No, your shorts are great, Claude. They are.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to keep pounding it. Just be more discretionary with where Joseph comes in and says, Sandra stole $16,000.
God, they must have had thousands of views by now. And then, it's funny because Bolin was saying, we've got to support Brett's channel. Too many Christians
Oh,
don't
yeah.
support it.
Wait, Claude, I don't mean to interrupt, but I got to ask, was that recent, something he said?
Yes,
Because I don't even go to his channel.
No, it was about a week ago. And
Ah.
immediately after,
So he's sniffing bread again. Okay.
not trying to, but then I put up a clip, the one where Bolin is complaining that Brett has gone and changed his page to say, I'm a very eager bottom. And I mean, you just can't make this stuff up, can you? You know?
No, you can't. You're right.
He's saying we should support Brett and we should spread his videos around. So that's why I'm the one.
Well, hey, we got to give Bolin credit. I think his last video I looked at, he did break 40 views. So
wow. But I sort of fluctuate. Some I get 40, 50, some I get 200 or 300. And a couple
but
I've got
I know
a few
you do.
thousand.
But I'm talking
It goes
about
up and down.
lately. It was a miracle because lately he barely broke 12 views.
Yeah, that's great. And I think he's telling all his family to, all the different baby mamas to watch his channel, and then he'll pay them the support he owes. Maybe. I don't know.
What a joke. Oh, this was fun today. I'm glad you came on, Claude.
We have to keep it light as well. So, yeah.
Claude, what would you do if you run into Kent? Will you ask him for his autograph?
Yes, on a blank check. And then I'd give the money back to Cindy, the 100,000. That's what I'd do. I'd fill in the check, 100,000, pay to Cindy, and there we are. Then the matter would be over.
What do you think, Sandman? Show us from your great wises. See? Even Sandman agrees.
Maybe not listening.
This is Major Tom to Sandman.
I mean, I'm listening, but I don't even know this guy.
Oh, you really don't want to.
No. Which one, Kent or me?
He's talking
I'm
about
like
Kent.
you, Kent. I mean, you.
If you want to know about Kent, and I mean this sincerely, Sandman, not just laughing a lot and joking, but if you want to know who Kent is, subscribe to Claude's channel. You'll know. And all Claude does is tell the truth about me. He don't embellish nothing. So if you want to know about Kent, subscribe to Claude's channel.
Put your channel link up, Claude.
Put it in the chat, Claude.
Put it in the chat.
Oh, I did a video about when Brother Pike was at Dinosaur Adventureland riding dinosaurs. It made 1.8 thousand views
Oh,
and 22 likes. Is that crazy?
completely crazy.
You know, Clay, he got 2 million views on his gun short.
Wow,
Is that crazy?
it's crazy,
Wow.
man.
Wow.
Would my link be at Claude Bowles? Is that what, when I'm looking at my channel, how do I tell what my channel link is?
It'll say, well, it'll be a link like HTTPS and
All right,
whatever's after that.
right, okay. I'll put that up.
I don't know because I'm subscribed to Claude's channel, so I get a feed to my phone or whatever.
Claude,
Yeah.
what if you was on an island with you and Kent and Steven trapped on an island? What would you do?
Yeah, that's right. Sandman, that's a correct address. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, GG. I just
I'd
saw
have to.
Claude's link. Yeah, that
I'd
looks
hope that evolution sped up so that I evolved a propeller and and took off from the island. Yes,
great.
it would be. The other one that's got a lot of stuff, well, not so much nowadays, but Big Bad Mama used to, till about a year ago, was really. He had a lot of Trump's Trump. God.
Hoven.
Kent stuff, yeah,
Yeah.
Hoven stuff. So he's good. His channel's worth you having a look at, and he did some very funny sort of short movies type things. They were funny too.
Yeah, he did some good stuff.
Yeah,
He's gotten more political now, which is okay. I'm not saying nothing bad about that. I'm just saying, yeah, he used to do a lot of good Ken stuff. So.
he definitely is better at the actual production of the videos. He's really good at that.
No, well, Claude, you do a good job. You make me laugh when sometimes I'm not feeling like laughing. So I'd say keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
I'm going to annoy you now, Claude. Except don't keep throwing in that Sandra left doc.
I might have to do that just multiple times in one clip.
Just to annoy me, huh? I'm kidding. No, your clips are good.
I do have another one that Mark Stoney supplied me, which I put up, but I never say what it is. People can work that out themselves if they think it's funny. Oh dear! But often it fits in with what if Kent is saying something about young men and coming and to DAL and stuff. Then and I put that clip up. Oh, yeah. It's a bit rough, but he deserves it, you know.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So, what are you going to do today, Father Chuck?
Well, actually, I'm going to have a little barbecue here in about half hour. So that means we have a 10-minute warning.
That's all right. So, what, you've got invited friends?
What's that? I'm sorry.
You've invited friends.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I have those on like 10, so yeah. Go ahead. What?
Can you look in the private chat, Claude?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do I do that? Okay. All right.
There you go.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, well, if you want to send it.
Yeah.
Put it up, buddy.
My address, yeah.
Chuck, what are you barbecuing?
Burgers and spare ribs.
And
dogs.
Oh.
Nice bottle of wine.
Lots of beer, though.
Lots of beer, yeah.
Are there any women there?
I'm not much into the
But
beer.
of course, Claude. But of course.
Beer gives you like a beer belly. Wine is more my drink.
As long as it's not alcoholic. Kent doesn't approve of alcoholic wine, and he
Well,
said that Jesus drank
Claude. That is not completely true. I heard him say a couple times. I'm sure you have too.
Yeah.
I've never drinking wine or
Yeah.
alcohol. However, the only time I did was when I had a sore throat and took NyQuil. Now that's the only time I tasted alcohol. But other than that, no.
That's crazy.
He's so full of shit.
Yeah.
I don't believe he went. And now I could be wrong. I don't believe he went through high school in the United States of America without never having a couple beers with somebody. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
To give Sandman an idea, this is a guy that Kent, one of his craziest videos, I don't know if it's still around, is when he was once he became a Christian at school. He and his mate, a friend, guy,
Walking up the stairs. Go ahead. I'll let you
walking up
finish.
the stairs, but they'd cover their eyes so they didn't actually see girls in their short skirts, and they would read Bible verses as they went up the stairs to avoid temptation. You know, I mean, just
Do you believe that, Claude?
wankery.
Do you believe that?
I don't really believe it, no, but I almost want to believe it because it's so stupid. And imagine what it would look like. Wouldn't people, all the other kids would say, "What the?" You know? Well, I forget which verse it was that he was reciting. Obviously,
I can see him and his friend getting shoved down the steps by other guys going up the steps. So if you don't want to look, I will. His stories. He's so. I'm sorry. Maybe they are true. I can't prove it that they're not, but I think he's full of it.
Yeah, full of shit.
I mean, he's talking about an age where a guy's hormones are going as crazy as a girl's hormones. He covered his eyes and said Bible verses.
Do you remember how he's always talking about the Volkswagen and his daddy told him, "Now change the aisle once you've fixed it."
Oh,
And
the
he was in a hurry to go on
Volkswagen.
a date. I put up a short of that where by the lights come on the dash, you know,
Right.
the lights come on the dashboard. And then I put a Meatloaf song. I can see
Yeah,
paradise.
I saw that one. That was one that
Yeah.
cracked me up good. Yeah.
Because I thought it's just the first thing that came to mind, you know.
I forgot to change my oil, and yeah. Well, wait, Ken, wait, you know about mechanics and stuff. How could you do that? Well, I just did. And,
Well, I suppose we should let you get going if you're going to prepare the.
yeah, I got to get going. But hey, Claude, thanks for stopping by. Sam, man, thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Where you're at, but thanks.
Man. Bye.
And of course, Gigi.
Oh, thank you.
Who's Chuck Still Sucks and Gigi Rules? Who's that?
That's Teddy.
That's Azho.
Thanks for having me, Chuck.
You're welcome.
You guys.
Come by anytime when I'm on. You guys are
Yeah,
welcome.
sure.
I'm starting to show soon.
All right. See you there, Gigi.
See you
All
then.
right, bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you a lot, Father Charles. We all
Thank
miss
you. And like I said, buddy, you can use you can access my account. So
Okay, thank you.
if you want to use it tonight, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. I already got it set up right now, but
Oh, okay. Well,
next time I
whatever.
do,
I'm just saying
sorry
you're
about
welcome.
that. Yeah,
No,
well,
don't be sorry. I'm just saying you're welcome to it.
oh, thank you. Yeah, I will do that next time I do a show.
All right, my friend. What time's your show tonight? Well, you always
7.
send me a link, but 7?
Yeah.
Well, I'll try to make yours. I'm serious.
Okay, thank you.
All right, buddy. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Bye.
All right, bye.